Okay, here I am. So I thought stream the. I was watching the last match between Squeaky 1977, who is Andrew Fotiadis, and C Hill, who is Charles Hill, and because it was getting a little bit exciting, but now Charles has hit, so okay. Well, this might be a very, very short stream because I was watching and I think Charles probably played better than Andrew. But Andrew was leading this game, and when I was busy clicking go live on the YouTube panel, Charles must have hit, and so it's looking bleak for Andrew. And I would be surprised if he managed to win the PR. But I hope that he has, just so we can see another match. It'll be a bit of a dampener. So how many checkers? So he wasn't Jin yet. He had 8 checkers left, so he could have rolled 2 doubles. Yeah, I think Charles has won the PR. Oh, he hasn't. Wow. Okay, so that's an excellent PR by Andrew. And usually only when the PRs are close do we need to check the PR on XG, but as there's very little chance, almost none, of XG overturning that PR. Yeah, I didn't feel you played that well either, Andrew. I have to be honest. Please uh, play a 9 pointer. Is there no sound? Thank you, Burak. Because if you hadn't told me... Testing. Is that better? Is there sound now? I think there should be. Have we got sound? Have we got sound? I guess not. Okay. Ah, it's the wire. Something wrong with the wire. Okay. That's it. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm back. So what I was in the middle of saying was that we've got a qualification tournament with 14 players playing for 7 spots in the inaugural Magriel Cup, which is a tournament to be played between the US and the UK on the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of August. And this is the penultimate match. 5 qualification places have been decided through this 14-player tournament. So this is the 6th of 7 matches. I'm hoping you can hear me now. I think you will be able to. And in order to win a qualification spot, you need to win, I keep saying this, but you need to win the match and the PR. And the first match is an 11-pointer. And because Charles didn't manage to win the PR even though he won the match, then we played down to a 9-pointer. So Andrew cubed and Charles took. Was this a take? I mean, Charles has got a 4-point board. He hasn't got a 5-point board or a 6 prime. That's a fabulous roll. So he hit, but Charles hit and Andrew came in with like his best double one. But Charles is a big favourite now with Andrew back on the 23 point, and Andrew's going to try and squirm his way round. I think he should come closer to the as close as possible, so he should come to the 16 point. I don't see any reason for staying back. So now Charles will flood the outfield. I think he should have probably split with both men, but I'm not sure. Okay. So Charles doesn't hit. I'm going to be back in 1 second. Right, okay, so Andrew managed to squirm his way back round, and he's already cubed, so he's looking good for 4 points, which is going to put him as a pretty big favourite because it's only a 9 point match, so he's only going to need another 5 points. 5-2, he should take 2 men off. As I learnt from Mitchy, never put too many men on the deuce point. If you remember that rule, if you follow that rule, you should probably be making the right checker play in 95% of cases. So this is wrong because it breaks Mitch's rule. Now, of course, he's not going to leave a shot, so it's right to put a man on the deuce point. Hi, Casper. I looked away for a moment. I remember him having cleared the 6 point. Is that right? Before he cubed. So Charles hits, and now it's basically an even game. I think with the gap, Charles is a slight favourite, with Andrew having taken nine checkers off. So Charles is going to have to take about 4 checkers off at least before he can think about recubing. So this game is turned around again. Not sure what Charles is thinking about. Okay. Oh, I see 2 men off. Yeah, possibly. So if he doesn't get hit, he's lost his market by a huge amount. Of course, this is like 90%. I don't remember Reese because I know it's in Mitch's book, but I just remember reading it quickly. Someone lent me the book, and I remember seeing this thing about not putting too many checkers on the deuce point, which is a thing that I always erroneously did. And when I saw that, I suddenly started to correct my mistake. But yeah, you might be right. So 5-1's going to make the 5. Double 3, I think, should come up to the 21. You don't want to make the bar here because you need to do. And I didn't mean that bar. I meant making this. I don't understand why you would come up all the way to the 18. I wouldn't have. And my arrows, which I love to use, are going haywire, so I can't use them. 6-4 just making the 2 point, not hitting, I don't think. So Andrew's 2-0 down to 9, so he can afford to be a bit aggressive. I mean, hitting wouldn't be terrible because he's got the safety of the 18 point. So perhaps now I'm thinking I hit in order to generate a cubable position. Okay. Okay to Reese. Yeah, I'm just reading your comment. I'm not sure though. Hits. You would have hit on the 3. Burak would have hit on the 3. Yeah, I think I would. And now this is a pass, obviously. This is a big pass. More of the too good about it than anything. But I mean, it's not too good, but it has a flavour of. Okay, so can I get my arrows back? So 4-6 is going to hit. So it's like pretty even match. I think I'm going to make the 20 as Charles. Now I'm making the bar. Of course. That's a solid asset. You don't mind leaving your blots around. I think I make the 4 point here. I mean, you can hit twice, but then you don't create a permanent asset. What's this? No, I don't like that. So making the 10 point, of course. Making the 3. Yep, good. So Charles is a slight favourite here because he's got both 5 points. He should just come up and out all the way. There's nothing better. You don't want to hit behind the anchor here. Because even if your opponent fans, you're going to be making the point that you don't really want. Yeah, I think so as well, Casper. And I think you have to hit, probably go to the 8. If you don't hit, then you haven't really got anything good. I would have gone to the 8, so this is going to come in, of course, and hit. This is a very standard backgammon idea to come in and hit your opponent off his front, off the front point of your prime. 2-3 again, Charles should just come up. There's nothing better. So Charles is just trying to escape his back checkers all around. And Andrew, in a way, is obviously trying to do the same. Sounds like a bit of a silly comment. But the slight difference is that maybe Andrew wants to make his 4-point in order to block this man in here that's on the 24. Whereas because Andrew doesn't have any men on the 24 here, Charles isn't looking to make any points in front of a checker that isn't there. No reason to switch to the bar here. Probably just playing. This is tricky. I mean, it could be right just to play this, because then if you come down, double 4 doesn't escape all the way. Double 4 is only going to come to the 17 point. Double 3 is a great roll because it makes the 4. I don't think I would hit on the ace point. I don't know if I think that gains anything. 6-2 is good because it escapes a checker. So Charles is, Andrew is a favourite because he's up in the race by 40 odd pips. And I think he can think and should think long and hard about coming out. He can duplicate the 3 if he comes out to the 16 point. Anyone got any preference for this 4-1 play? I would try this. Although the number that's really duplicated here is the 4. So 4 is going to come up, and then I think we're going to come out to duplicate the 5. Again, the theme of the idea of duplication comes up. And then you come out. Oh, sorry. It was Andrew's 6-2. This is pretty even now that Charles has got a man out in the outfield. It's going to be more difficult for Andrew to bring his checkers round. So 7s or 3s or 11s. So now Charles has definitely got the initiative. Yep. It's a fantastic shot, and so unless Charles rolls a 5-2 or a 1-2, this is way too good. I really hope Andrew doesn't cube. Good. Excellent play. So just leaving the double 5, I think, and the 1-5. The 1-5 isn't such a great hit because it leaves you with your legs spread wide open. No. This is 5-1 and double 1, and then you burn the checker. Okay, so just safe. Still way too good. Still way too good. Especially as there's no real danger. Just maybe switching, actually leaving an even number of points on the 6 point. You don't need to have a strong board here, really. But what you do need is to play safely and make sure you don't leave a shot. So I favoured switching to the ace point. These little things can sometimes make a difference. This is still way too good. This is way too good. I mean, you can definitely gammon the guy from that position. Okay, so 7-point match, basically. Andrew's a bit low on time. So just to recap, Andrew played 3.2 on the Backgammon Galaxy PR rating in the last match, and Charles played 5.3 but won the match. And 3.2 is pretty decent for an 11-point match. So Charles is going to make the 9-point. He's good. He's got all his checkers in play. No, what? Was this right? I don't know if I would have. Now I think Andrew's going to hit. Charles hits back. And the race is relatively close. So Charles is a small favourite. Definitely that's just the best roll. I think better than double four. I didn't see that he could clear the bar there. Could he have done? I don't remember. Maybe I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. Okay, so this is reasonable to consider cubing. It's an easy take. The 18 point is such a strong defensive asset. It provides such defensive compensation. Compensation is the word I was looking for. That often when you have it, you can just check that you've got the 18 point and just take without really much more concern. Okay, yeah. So maybe Charles is like a 70-30 favourite now. He's got some time to roll double two, double three, double four, double five. Double six is not what he wants, but double one is okay. So he should get a spare onto the 8-point. And the PRs are coming down for both of them. So the longer it goes on and Charles fails to roll the double, obviously the more his position deteriorates, and then often he has to just break the 8-point and leave the two men stranded on the mid. So there he rolls the double two. So he had sort of 4 or 5 rolls in which to roll it, and he managed to roll it. And there's even so now the 3-1 can clear from the 8. I can see that. And there's some gammons here, like 5% gammons. Never losing this game. As I said, never losing this game. Okay, so this is pretty basic. Andrew is going to need another, double 6, basically. If he doesn't roll it, then Charles is going 4-2 up to 9. And again, it's so hard to know who's played well, to keep track. Seems like they're both playing pretty well. Casper tells me that the cube in the first game was a take, so it's likely to have been a cube as well. So again, being 4-2 up to 9, Charles needs to be a little bit careful. All he wants to do is protect his lead, and Andrew can take a little bit more risk with doubling and redoubling. So 6-5, Charles gains the advantage. Now he hits as well, so he's escaped a man and he's hit, so he's almost got the full escape. When you've escaped both checkers, you need to be really happy about it. Andrew should come in the 21 and slot. Charles will hit twice. Even if you could play safe, hitting twice is good. And 2-6, safety's the man. 4-6, I'm not sure how you should play the 6. I think, okay, yeah, that's good, that's reasonable. 6-4 making the 2 point, so it's kind of evenish because Andrew's going to make the bar or the 5 point, and he's got an anchor. I didn't see the hit at all. I don't know if I would have hit. So coming in and not hitting. Good. You see, does Andrew want to make the 2 point now? Now he's hit and he's put the man out of play. But he's made a point he doesn't want. So he's got this big gap here. And because you've made this point here, really, you're forcing yourself to try and make my arrows stuck. The the points within the gap. Whereas had you not made the 1-4 hitting play, you wouldn't have been making the 2 point, and then you wouldn't be forcing yourself to make the points within the gap. So that's the detraction of Andrew's 1-4 1-5 hitting play. Sorry, it was a 1-5. And now my arrows are stuck again. So 2-6, we can, I think, come out, and we should. So we leave 3s, 4s, and 1s. But what can we do if we stay back? Okay, so this is probably a cube. I mean, 5s and 3s, 6-4 covers. I'm not sure if this is takeable. So Andrew passes immediately. So 4 away, 7 away seems like about 68, 66%, 67, 68, maybe more. So Andrew needs to do things. So he sent 2 of Charles's checkers back. So that means he's winning the game. Now he's made the bar. This is a tricky 3-4. You could hit and come up. Question is, do you make the anchor or not? And Charles didn't, but he rolls a superb double 1, so he's gonna, or he should hit twice. The double, no, oh no, 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 I do not like that at all. I think he should have just hit twice, switching twice, making the 4 point. So 3-6 is going to come in and probably come down with the 6. Okay. Now Charles has got this horrible blot on the ace point that he needs to do something about. Probably coming to the 16 point, but I'm not sure. So because Charles is ahead in the match, he wants to. I keep saying he wants to play conservatively. 6-5 is a bad roll because he chooses to leave a shot. I'm not sure about that. So Andrews should be cubing next go after that 2-1. That's a fantastic roll. That just changes everything. And he's going to be getting 4s and 3s because I think, yeah, Charles has to play to the 15 point. This is a very strong cube at this score, especially with the man on the ace. I mean, there's lots of things can go wrong, and Charles took that pretty quickly. So Andrew can hit twice here. So that, yeah, the detraction. Okay, that works very well when your opponent fans. Now Charles is in a pretty big deal of trouble. He's going to get hit on the 15 and the 3 point, and he needs a 3 badly. Andrew's going to make the 3 and hit on the 4. Now Charles is okay. So a 4 is some semblance of hope, but now 4s or 3s or 9s make the and with 4 men in the air, well, with 3 men in the air, not having made the anchor, there are some backgammons here, maybe 12, 13% backgammons. Not sure how to play this 2-1. Okay, that's lucky for Charles. So he saves lots of gammons and obviously lots of backgammons with that roll. Had he not made the ace with 4 men in the air, I mean, the gammon rate would be astronomical. Could I please ask viewers politely to feather the like button with their fingers, with the mouse cursor? You thought it was an easy take. I would be surprised, Reese, at the score because of Charles's blot on the ace point. Anyone? Casper? Gets missed. Just take checkers off, I think. 6-5. Yep. Okay, so that's a little bit of a weakener. 4 men back, but still he's going to save the backgammon, I think. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. I think he needs to come out with some of them. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to come out for sure. And that's it. So that's 6-5 to Andrew. Yeah, I don't think that was a take. 2-1, fine either way, depends on your preference. I think this is better being 4 away to your opponent's 3 away. You need to play for a gammon. Okay. What do we got? Have we got a disconnect? So 5-1, probably not slotting, just splitting. Yeah, 6-5 is a great roll. And now Charles can probably cube. Yeah, I think he can after that roll. So I think Andrew should probably play 23-22, 13-9. I think Charles should cube. I think Andrew should take. I think Charles should cube. I don't like not doubling there because there are too many very, very good rolls. There's 5-5, 3-3, 6-6. That's 3 already. 5-3. That's 5. And then 4-2 is pretty good. So this is going to be a huge pass, but I doubt that Charles is going to play on. He probably should play on. There's just too much in the position. He needs to win 2 points. So when players they miss cubes, missing cubes is a crime. You give up so much when you miss cubes. Okay, so 4-2. 5-4-4-2 double fours, gonna make the 4 point, the 20, and come down with the yep. Come down. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, small take for money, but even for money I would pass that. 5-5, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so this is too good. This is gonna be 8-6. So who's out PRing who? This is the question. Yep. So 5s, 7s, or 4s needs to hit. So he should play big. He should play 6-2, 13, 11. Needs a man on the 11 point. 6 away from the open 5 point. Oops. Oh, he could make the point. I didn't see that. So obviously that's better. But Andrew has made the 23. Okay, so Charles doubles now. That's got to be two. Okay, oh right, we're 3 away. Okay, fine. That's a different proposition. Okay, my arrows got stuck. So 3-1-6-3. Double 1 is gonna hit, of course. Yep. You do want to make the 4 point, but you can't not hit on the 7 point. So 4-5 coming out, I think. Great roll. So Andrew's doubling point is very low at 3 away, 2 away. As soon as he develops something, 4-2 is going to make the 3 point. No. You've got to make the 3 point there. Okay. Yep, this is an easy play, so I didn't say anything. So this is getting tricky. So Andrew's going to have to, he's going to have to hit and come up, and Charles can't really cube because, and oh no, what is this? He needed to split there, so why not just split and then hit on the 3 point? Okay, this could be Andrew's take point's 25% here, so this could have been a cube, even though there are some gammons. If your opponent's got less than 25%, then you need to think about claiming your points. So here, would this have been too good? Probably not. I would have cubed. I think it was a double pass. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Flat, flat, flat 5, number 8? Yeah. Yeah. Are you here? Okay, I'm coming down. I'll be back. I've got a food delivery. Ah, I'm back. So what's happening? Okay, now Charles doubles. Oh, so 3 away, 1 away Crawford, 25% for Andrew. So Andrew's going to hit. So the bummer when you play the Crawford game is that you can't win the game by cubing. You have to play the game out to the very end. Which means you should try and steer towards a sort of a simple game or a priming game and not an attacking game where if the attack fails then your opponent has quite high winning chances and you don't get anything for winning a gammon. Well, you get a little bit. So that's a great roll. Andrew's going to make the 5 point. I think I wouldn't come up. I would just make it naturally, I think, all the way. I wouldn't come up, give good 2s and 1s. Because Charles is desperate to unload this with a 2. No, I wouldn't come up. So this he fell into the trap. So this is going to be coming down with a 3 and hitting with a 2. It's 17 shots, I think. All the 4s plus 2, 6. But now that Andrew came up, he's now finds himself in a little bit of trouble. So although Charles wanted to come out with the 4, he has to make the 4 point. That's far more important. 4, 3, in and out, trying to get missed with a 6 or a 4. And what else do we have? This makes the bar. This is interesting. Do you leave another blot? 6 away, so no, you probably duplicate the 4s. So this is a pretty even game. Okay, that's less even. Now he's exposing another blot. So Charles has got 4s and 6s. 4 and 1 will just pick and pass. You can't afford to hit here. Leaves weight. Wow. Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong. 2, 6. I think I would hit the bar. So that would leave 3, 6, 2, 4. Okay, I don't have time to calculate. So it's a hit fest. That will hit. I didn't like Charles's 4-1 play at all. There's no question of what I don't understand unless the internet goes. Why wouldn't Charles just immediately hit here? Okay, so like Charles is looking good for the match. He's looking good for the match. So he's going to have to leave an ace. He's going to hit twice. Now he can make the 3 point. He can make the ace point, actually. I think I make the 3, though. I think I make the 3 points. Okay, so it's worked out for him. So Andrew's winning chances are pretty slim. The only thing that Andrew's got is he's going to have decent timing. He's going to be able to maintain the board that he has for a long time because he's got 3 men in the air. So maybe he's got like 8 to 10% winning chances. But the question is, has Charles managed to improve his PR to within a range where it's going to be better than Andrew's? The first match suggests no. Andrew's PR was 3.2 something. Charles's was 5.5. So that's quite a big disparity. And if that is anything to go by, then it looks like we're going to have a third match, a 7-pointer. And of course here, Charles just needs to bear off safely. He needs to play 2 men to the ace point here. Yep. It's a great roll. So now he's done almost all of the work. Now all he needs to do is clear the 5-point and that's it. And he does it. And the chance of losing here are like the chance of, I don't know, me turning into a wasp. Okay. He needs to avoid the big numbers and the 1. So Andrew will stay for the double 1. I know he knows that this is the right play because I know how he plays. Okay. That's it. Too big with 4 blots. Thanks. ... The suspense. Will we get another match? Is it? Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're going to run it on XG, but Andrew didn't manage to repeat his good performance. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go through it, but it's a quick and a little stream there. Andrew doesn't understand the format. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks, guys, for watching, and see you soon.